And welcome, everyone, to an NCAA.com March Madness offseason Skype session. I'm Andy Katz. Pleased to be joined by Anthony Cowan Jr. from Maryland, back for his senior season. The number one question, first off, Anthony, why did you decide to return to Maryland?
I just wanted to leave my legacy here. From a kid that was born down the street, who's always came to Maryland games, who always was a fan of Maryland. Just wanted to leave the best I can. And I think I just got so much more to give in Maryland.
So a year ago, Kevin Huerter and Bruno Fernando both initially were going to go through the draft process. We didn't know about Kevin. Then he goes through and he finds out he's going to be a first-round pick, so he stays in. Bruno, not the case, comes back, has a great season with you last season. How much did you look at the way those two guys handled a year ago and really your coach, Mark Turgeon, handling them and applying it to how you were going to handle this process?
Right. I always think everybody's story is different. I think they both really did make the right decision for themselves, and I think I'm also making the right decision. But I mean, they definitely did what they supposed to do at Maryland, and they're moving on to bigger things. So, and I'm definitely excited for them. But I'm also excited for what our group has for the next upcoming season.
So, Anthony, this is the first year where agents were allowed to really sort of come out from the shadows and be involved in the process with your coach, with you. How did that work out for you to be allowed to sort of have like open communication with an agent in this process?
Yeah, I think it went really well. It was almost like you was getting recruited again to go to another college. Different agents were telling you what they could do for you and why you think they should be with them. But no, it was a lot of fun. I think I made the right decision on terms who I thought should represent me, and I think he definitely did a great job for me.
All right, let's go back. 1.6 seconds against LSU. Got to bring this up. Second round. It could have gone either way. Obviously, the bucket goes down for Tremont Waters. They advance to play Michigan State instead of Maryland. How much did that loss and the way in which you guys lost stick with you?
Definitely stick with me. And not only for me, for our whole team. I think we felt just that we let an opportunity slip away. I mean, not many people could say they played the Sweet 16 in their backyard. But I mean, after we started to get back to work a couple weeks after that, I think it kind of went away a little bit. But it's always definitely going to, I think, be with us for a little bit. I think, but it's driving us every day to just keep working and keep getting better.
That's right. The Sweet 16 ultimately was in Washington, D.C. Jaylon Smith decided not to go through all this, and Maryland is the beneficiary of that. He won't have Bruno Fernando next to him. How do you think Jaylon will improve his game from freshman to sophomore year and become even more of an impact player next season?
I think he's just going to show his dominance. I mean, I really think that the sky's the limit for him. And I think when those two just come together, I think that's really a great player for Jaylon. I think he's someone that can really space the floor, really finish down low, but can also really defend. So, like you said, I think Maryland got the best out of that deal.
I love that freshman class last year. Guys like Eric Ayala, who played with or behind you, complimenting and all that. Overall, this freshman class, as they go from freshman to sophomore, where so much improvement can occur. What are you already seeing right now in workouts from that last LSU game to now that gives you even more optimism about that group?
Yeah, guys really changing their body, which I think is the biggest part right now. Really changing their body, really being able to withstand different bumps and stuff like that. But I think one of the biggest things I really see is just guys really competing and getting after it and trying to bring the best out of each other. And I think that's the best thing to watch so far. And I think that's one of the biggest benefits for me to be able to come back. Just seeing people being able to rise and better themselves.
Look, there's been tremendous leaders at this position at Maryland over the last, 5, 10, I could go even beyond that, decades with this program. Who have you tried to reach out to or has reached out to you, at that position specifically where you can sort of get some guidance about how to handle this role that you're going to be in, which is the leader of this program at the point?
Definitely. I mean, I think I've been in this role for a little bit, for a couple of years now. But obviously, you gotta hear guys out like Fernando. You gotta hear guys out like Steve Blake. I think those two guys are the ones that really stuck out in my head. That really showed me a lot of love in terms of really trying to have my back in terms of guiding me through this whole process.
So I've got you and Cassius Winston as two of the best point guards in the country. Michigan State, Maryland, I think, are the two best teams in the Big Ten. What is it about going against Cassius and Michigan State that is challenging and also to some extent that you're really looking forward to next season?
Yeah, just the intensity they play with as a whole, and then Cash is just his playmaking ability. He's really good. Really got a good pace to him. So yeah, it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a great matchup. I'm super excited for it. But now it's just who wants some more.
All right. Lastly, I've seen you guys anywhere from essentially like 4 to 11 in that range, which means the expectations are going to be high with this group. And I know you have some newcomers as well. How prepared is this team to be the hunted this season, not the hunter, that people are going to be coming after Maryland? If you beat Maryland, that's a big deal next season.
I think that's the biggest thing. I think we always look at it like a chip on our shoulder. I think that's the only way to look at it. And then, our team is expected to do a lot this year already, even though we're still going to be a young team. And I think now we just got to get ready for it.
Well, Anthony, appreciate it, and it's great to have you back in college basketball. I know we'll be checking you out a lot and talking to you throughout the course of the season. Thank you.
Sir. No, thank you. Thank you for your time.